Right. So Thursday Thoughts for this week, what we're going to talk about is we're just going to talk about accountability. So noticing the start of the year that there are a lot of PBs getting written up on the board, which is absolutely awesome, absolutely fantastic. I am so thrilled that some of you guys are seeing some great results. One thing that I am noticing, and this is not necessarily as it pertains to PBs, but this is just in general, because of the extra motivation that's come about for the start of the year. There's also an extra want and an extra need in a lot of people's minds to have to PB and to have to do better. And this, for some people, is happening at the cost of their form and at the cost of their technique and at the cost of range of motion. And the big topic that I wanted to cover off today is you need to hold yourself accountable, and you need to hold yourself accountable to a higher standard. And what I mean by that is, if you just go adding weight to the bar, and let's take a squat for example, and you're squatting and you put 5 kilos more than what you've ever squatted on the bar before, but you're not going to the same range of motion, or you're not going through a full range of motion that you have before, does it really count as a PR? Yes, you've unracked the barbell with more weight on it than what you've done before, but it's a PR, and that weight is for a partial range of motion compared to what you may have done previously is a full range of motion. So we're not comparing apples with apples, and the only way that we know whether we are truly doing better than what we have done previously is to move as well as we have done, if not better. And the only way you know if you're doing that is if you are holding yourself accountable to a higher standard. Okay, so making sure that the range of motion is the same, whether you have 50 kilos on the bar or you have 100 kilos on the bar. If it starts shortening up every time you add more weight, then you can't say that it's truly a PR. You need to make sure that every time you're doing the movement, it is the same. It is a replica of what you have done previously. And the only way you can do that is by pushing the ego to the side and making sure that you are holding yourself accountable. Because if you are not, you will be able to pat yourself on the back many times for PRs, but what will eventually happen if we're not moving well enough is we are going to get injured, because we're going to start to lift weights that our body's not potentially conditioned to be lifting. So let's make sure while we're getting these PRs, we want to continue to get it, but we also want to make sure that we're holding ourselves accountable to a higher standard while we're doing that. Keep kicking ass, keep doing the good thing, and keep lifting some big weights, but make sure when you do it to that higher standard. Hold yourself accountable. Let's all go out there and win. Thanks, bye.